Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at one from Hobbymaster in 1/72nd scale diecast, and it will be a little bit of an older one. We've got an old T-6G Texan here, as you can see by that number there. So if you do like this model that you see today, you will have to hunt on the interwebs, of course, to look for your own. Now, this, of course, is from the Aeronautica Militare Italiana Aeronautica, which is Italian, I suppose, for the Italian Air Force's flight school. So I do apologise to any Italian viewers that we may have for butchering that. Now, with Italy joining NATO in 1949, it meant they could actually modernise their air force. So the T-6G here, Texan, was chosen, being painted in a bright orange livery, as you can see. Now, these would train the Italian pilots until being replaced by the Italian-made jet trainer, the Aermacchi MB326 in the 60s. Now, that looks very bright orange, so everyone grab a pair of sunnies and be prepared to try not to have your eyeballs burnt out. So it does have some information in the flap as per usual, but it is no good in the box, is it? So what we'll do is we'll quickly get this Texan out of the box and have a real good look at it. Alrighty, with the Texan out of the box, you just do get a little baggie that does have your landing gear accessories and the antenna. Nothing else really, because, well, it is a trainer. Now, of course, you do get your stand for it, which our faithful behind-the-scenes model monkey has put together. It is all plastic, no metal in this stand. It does look a lot like the 1/48 scale stands for the fighters, but yeah, we'll throw that out of the way and get to the good stuff. This. Alright, we should be able to get that open. Oh, that is a very bright orange. So you do get the option of having an open canopy, I assume, with those three pieces there, because it does have that closed canopy on there. Now, let us pull it out. So we need to get a little bit of poppage. It does look brand new, though. It doesn't look to be opened at all, even though this is a bit of an older one. It looks to be brand spanking new, never taken out of the packet. So let's ruin that. Boy, oh boy. I hope everyone's wearing their sunnies. So, well, the propeller spins. It does have a little bit of radial engine there, which is really nice. We'll zoom in and check out these details. Wow. Of course, these aircraft are not going to be everyone's kind of thing. Not everyone likes a trainer. But as I do say, without trainers, you don't get fighter pilots. That does look pretty cool, though. I think the AA markings represent the training school aircraft. Let's have a little look. We should be able to take that off, and we can. Wow. It does have some pretty nice seat details in there. Let's see if there's any gauge details. Yep, there is. Well, there's definitely in the back. There might be in the front. It's hard to see in the front because that gauge area is really tucked under the front section here. So, but there is a lot of nice detail. That does look pretty awesome. Yeah, man. Very, very nice. Let's have a quick look underneath. Hopefully this color does not play with the camera too much. Sometimes it does. Reds and oranges, my camera does not seem to like. Well, I do this off a phone, so I'm not a big budget person, so I don't have a professional setup. But speaking of setup, let us set this up for in-flight, and we'll come right back and check it out properly. Alrighty, we're set up all in flight, very straightforward, just two pieces here for your main landing gear, and then that one piece for the retracted tail wheel that slots straight in. And then, of course, your little antenna here on the spine, and that is job done. That is your Texan ready for flight, and it can fly. The propeller spins nicely. I reckon it does look pretty sweet for what it is. Now, the stand, that's the stand. It does, it is a tight fit. You've virtually got to click this onto your model, and I reckon that would actually have a chance of sort of chipping your paint. It does not just sit on it, doesn't slip on that. You've got to click that into place, which I'm not going to do because I do not want to scratch this, because I actually display mine not on the stand, so I'm not going to risk that. But this is how it's going to look on your stand, but you'll have to click it into this stand, but that is obviously what it's going to look like on the stand. Gear down, I suppose. It should be straightforward. Let's see if we can actually do that. Yep, that's good. That come off easy. Now, this is going to be that pain in the bum. I don't have huge nails because I just don't. All right, at least it came out reasonably easy without any assistance. Now you should be, which way does that go in? No, I had it the right way. Just didn't want to pop in. So that's your little rear wheel chucked in, and then of course you can put your main landing gear in. It is a very, very straightforward process. These slip in really nicely, so that is job done in that. It'll sit on there beautifully. There is no hassle with that. Let's try the canopy. All right. So we'll have to put our small, front piece in. This will be fun, especially doing it through a camera. I cannot see much. Oh, that's that done. So this will be what it's like for all your Texans, regardless of colour. Oh yes, that goes on nicely. That looks pretty cool. And then of course you put your open part on. That just sits on there, so if you do turn the aircraft upside down, it will drop off. But that does look pretty cool if you want to display yours sitting on the deck with the canopy slid back. Yep, definitely really nice. Now look, I don't mind it actually. It is a bit in your face, but you know, it's a trainer. It's not, as I said, going to be everyone's kind of aircraft, but I still reckon it presents really nicely. The model itself is built really well and does present pretty good. Let's see what this Texan does weigh. It is a mighty 164 grams, so it's not too bad. All right, let's wind up the video. Oh, you know what I'm going to say next, but if you don't, well, I will take some photos of this. We'll zoom in a fraction so you can actually see what I'm going to take photos of. And don't forget, if you did enjoy the video in some sort of way, some of these my way would be absolutely awesome. And of course, drop a comment below if you've got something to say, whether it's about the model or something else. I'm happy to listen. And if you're one of those that have not subscribed to the channel yet and you're watching the videos, feel free to subscribe, because that way you'll be kept up to date of our latest video releases. And of course, I will say thank you very much for spending your time watching another one of our videos. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful aircraft here from Hobbymaster today. You all have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.